What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on our single-player world. I'm already fallen, starting off great. Starting off even better now, apparently. Okay, so let's get started with what I want to do, and how about we don't fall into the mountains anymore. So, today we are going back to this area over here. This is our big, snowy mountain range slash snow village, and we're actually not working on the village today. The village, I want to do a few more things, actually. There's quite a bit more stuff that I need to do in here. It's very, very empty. So we're going to be adding a lot of new things, but what I want to do today is work along this path over here, because this is a very, very, a very large project, in more ways than one. The sheer scale of it, the sheer just enormity of it, and not to mention the fact that we are learning a lot of things, making it a lot of work as well. But what I've done in between the last stream, actually, and right now, is I've added in this little piece here. I've just been doing a bit of terraforming outside of off camera, trying to shape this area a little bit better. I've actually tried to shape this area a little bit better over the past few days. Every now and then, just do a little bit. And I've put it on grass, I've put on dirt, and it's slowly actually spreading. You can see there's still some dirt that hasn't got all the grass on it. But I've already got this mountain to sort of work the way I wanted it. I wanted a little bit of an overhang, and I've tried something new, which is this part over here with the grass falling off, and I think it looks really, really cool. I think that works very, very well. So what we are doing today is we are going to be adding in a new piece to this. I didn't want to just do terraforming today. Yeah, that was really smart, wasn't it? I don't want to just do terraforming today. I wanted to do a bit of terraforming for a reason, because of course eventually all this will be completely terraformed. But I like to do piece by piece because there's a lot of work for me to do here. I mean, a lot of work. So it's just a matter of time before we get to everything. But splitting it up into these smaller pieces definitely helps. And I've said that 100 times, but really, just breaking it up makes my life a lot easier, and it means I don't get quite as bored of what I'm doing here. And that's a tip, really, guys. If you want to build big things, break them up. Don't just do them all at once, because you're going to get bored, you're going to not want to do it anymore, and then you're going to lose interest, and you're probably not going to come back to the project. And I know a lot of people even just quit their worlds, so easy way to stay enthused about the game: break up smaller jobs into, well, larger jobs into smaller jobs, and you'll have a good time. So yeah, check that. It hasn't come up all the way here yet. So that's what we've got going on over here. Looking pretty good, I think. And up here, I'm debating whether I should put some dirt, some grass, or let it just stay as dirt, because it shouldn't connect. And I can always use a bit of coarse dirt as well, and try and get the combination of the two together. It could look very, very good. Yeah, that's already a little bit better. Just adding in these things here, of course. Pretty much actually the same thing we did in the last episode with adding in the grass and stuff. I'm going to go through and get rid of it. But currently, that's the plan. Adding in some of those, but that's not the plan for today. As I say, I've done this for a reason for today, and the reason is that I wanted to make a little encampment, a little lookout camp from here. So let's go up here and try and walk through here. So this area we are entering right now, so come through here, this bay, this is the only way to get to the city besides going over the mountains. So this is a very good way. This valley that we've got going on here, looping around, eventually to the snowy city. It's a very long pathway, and you need to go through this and traverse all this terrain to get here, which is kind of a cool part of the story, to be able to go along your way to the main city, which we'll eventually get to that. That is not today. That's a very big project, but that's the path that I'm looking at going. And the other thing is that we need a way of these people being alerted to incoming people, so any intruders coming from a mile away. And what I was thinking would be kind of cool is having a little bit of a camp going on here with the Watchtower. And my idea for the Watchtower is going to be fairly simple, but I think it's going to look very, very good. It's going to be very, very similar to that one, I would assume. And not only that, I also want the camp to be quite an interesting camp. I don't know how close we're actually going to go to that one. We might do something very, very much the same. Although, you never know. You never know with me. I change my mind every few minutes. So let's have a look from over here what this is looking like. So what I'm planning on doing is having a path walking up here, kind of a worn down path. Not a proper path, just a worn down path, with over here having this watchtower coming out here. So imagine that. Watchtower coming out this way, and on the top there, a little bit of a campfire, which I have got a suggestion, and I'll put the video link in the description when I do it, if I do that. But this is a suggestion I got the other day, and I actually knew this one thing was a thing. I just didn't think about it, and now that I've been reminded, it's a great idea. So we're going to be trying that out today here as well, and you guys will see what I'm talking about in just a few minutes. So what I want to do now is I want to go and get a little bit more of this terraforming done so that we can get started on the jobs for today. What that would include is obviously letting the grass go across, getting some bushes in here, getting some trees in here. I'm digging these trees. I think we can do some really, really cool trees there. And once we've got all that in, then I think it's ready time to go ahead and start off with the actual building today. Because I'm actually excited to do some building. I haven't done some proper building, like building of buildings, in quite some time, actually. So I think it's about time we get into a bit of Watchtower. And very, very quickly, before we go any further with what we were doing there, I want to go and fix up one little issue I had yesterday in yesterday's episode, and that was with the door at the very front. Now, I've got to thank two people that I've seen in the comments. If I've missed you guys, I'm very sorry, but Jacob and Philip in the comments from the last video, thank you very much, guys. You're thinkers. Let me tell you this. You guys know what you're talking about. Because I've gone ahead and I've tested this out in a creative world, and it does work. And what I was doing, remember how these were getting broken over here as soon as we bring them down? There's a very simple reason for that, and that's because of the sticky pistons that we're using. And I thought about it, then I thought, you know what, Jansey, you're going crazy. There's nothing that sticky pistons are going to do. They make no difference if we had sticky pistons up here or normal pistons. It's going to be the same thing. To be honest, I was very silly, because that's not the case. Sticky pistons actually do make a difference here, so we're going to put in normal pistons. And what was happening, and what I can, like, determine from what I've seen, is that these sticky pistons were pulling the block down, leaving the other blocks with very big gaps in between them to be able to kind of stick into each other. And that's not a good thing. So now, if this works, this will be the moment of truth. So we'll fill in this, fill in... Oh, Jansey, why'd you do that? It hasn't got too far. Perfect. Perfect. Give it a go again. Second time. That works. And let's hope we're lucky. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Guys, can I just say, thank you so much, man. Don't look at my feet. There we go. Thank you so much. That is an awesome suggestion, and it's worked very well. And look at the clouds in the sky. Oh, man. Cloud horse over there. I love the sunset. I love the sunrise in this texture pack. It's so good. So good. By the way, another quick little update on the texture pack. Anybody who wants to use this texture pack, the reason it doesn't work with the sky for you most probably is because you need Optifine for the sky to be here. So if you guys don't know about Optifine, quickly have a look on Google. Just go optifine.net. Should come up pretty quickly. And get yourself some Optifine, and then you can have the beautiful sky along with the beautiful textures. Very few of them. But that's pretty much the way it is, because I get this question fairly frequently, and I saw it in the last video, so I thought I would address it very quickly. But that's enough of fixing things over here. I think it's time we go and fix a few things over at the area that I've been building, because I've done a little bit of terraforming there, and I think it's about time we check it out. Actually, you know what? You got to get a little treat. Seeing this village at night is quite a treat to me. I enjoyed quite a bit, so let's check where are we right now. Okay, perfect, I got it. So let's have a look here. Look at that. The light coming out of here. Imagine a little fire at the top there with a little tower over here. Man, that's looking good. And this is it. Oh man, I love seeing this village with all the fires and stuff at night. It actually is just so much better with shaders, but you know, everything's always better with shaders. Apparently, the creepers are around where my bed is. So I'm not going to be able to sleep, provided that there's mobs around there. So I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead. You can see what we've currently done at night. I'll show you what it looks like at the day. Take 2. Let's have a look at how this looks right around here. So I'll perch myself up over here. Oh, I'm just not going to make it. Got that. That's looking pretty good, I think. A lot of stuff going on, and I think it's going to look really good. I want to get in a bit more not cobblestone, sorry. We've got the cobblestone. I want to get some podzol, and I also want to get some coarse dirt in there as well. And I think that's just going to work wonders in this, because this area here is meant to be kind of transitioning away from the snowiness. So this one here is a very snowy area. This one here will be a bit less snowy. So look at what this looks like. See that? It's sort of a bit more snowy on this side. I know once we get a snowstorm, we might have a bit more snow here. So I've got to have a look at what I can do about that. But that's all right. For now, we're not worrying about it because it doesn't exist right now. So that is what I've done there. Now my next plan is over here. Let me show you, because I've done obviously the trees and stuff as well. I want to make a little bit of a path going up here and then have a tower right around here. So right over there. Bam. Might as well set one of those off. Have a tower over here, which overlooks right down there. So you should have a pretty good view when you're up in the tower. Think of it probably, let's go up here, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's probably about the height, maybe 10. 10 blocks high. You've got a pretty good view over here. And I'm actually probably going to check. Let me just go up another 2 or 3 to see if this looks a bit silly on the mountain. Will this look a bit too large Because, of course, yeah, that'll be too large. So I really need it to be about 4 blocks shorter with the roof. I think the roof can come up to about there, and it won't look too bad. So, obviously, there's a bit of planning. That is part of my planning I was just doing here, so that's great. Now, can I land on this? Can I land it? No, I can't. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to go and fix this up. I'll get some planning done and hopefully actually get a bit of a tower done. So there it is, and I'm thinking that it needs quite a bit of work. It's looking a little bit bare on the outside, and I think we've got an easy way to fix that. Of course, you can see what I'm getting ready here. Ready to do. That is to put in a bit of, just a little bit of cobblestone, a little bit of normal stone around here. I think this is going to work very well, so we'll do some stuff around here like that. Bit down there, and just merge this in with the rest of the area around this. Maybe a bit of that around there. I'll have to change that over there. Perfect. Some stuff like this. This is going to make this area look like it's actually been supported by maybe some stones and cement and stuff just to hold it all in, because currently it's just looking a little bit short and stubby, and I don't want to make it too tall because, of course, we spoke about that just in the last clip, that basically making this too tall will make that mountain look a little bit out of place because it's going to be way too large. Let's just go down here. Very rough what I'm doing there, but that is better already. Just having that a little bit in there is already much better. Much better. Okay. So now that we've got that done, I want to do a few more things on the tower. Not too many, actually, because I think a very simple tower will do fantastically over there. I've also got actually a plan to do a beacon signaling system. So not with actual beacons, but making fire beacons that light themselves. I reckon that is going to be such a cool idea. I can't wait to do that. So what I need to do now is I need to get a few things out of here. A few weird, strange sorts of things out of this area here. And I'll get them ready. And we can go ahead and start making the actual camping grounds. So here comes the somewhat weird part of things that we're doing in this episode. So this is that video I was talking about. We're going to give it a try. I don't know how it's going to work. It feels like it might look a little bit out of place. So I hope this does work very well. I'm just hoping that it works all right. First of all, I realize now that I've forgotten to get water. So let's quickly go ahead here. Scoop some up right around there. That's all right. We can get out of that pretty easily. Man, I keep just replenishing my chicken, and then I've got not enough. I've got to keep going back to my chicken cooker all the time to get, like, the 3 or 4 that have been made. I really need to make the thing a little bit more efficient. In other words, just break a couple eggs. So that's what we're looking at right now. This is what I've set up for this this part of the video, which I followed the instructions on the other video. Kind of, not really. I looked at them and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. So I may be doing this very incorrectly. But pretty much I think I've got this right. So let me go from the side here. One there. One over. What? The beds are bouncy now. I forgot about that. Okay, that's the issue. Beds are bouncy. This could actually be kind of interesting. Okay, there we go. Cool. This could be kind of interesting if it just gets stuck like that. So we got one there. Let's do one over there. Bam. One over there. Bam. You can see them all coming in at different angles. I get it. Another one. Another one. Looking good. I think that's enough. That should be enough. All right. So then if I remember that we do that. Let's put them back in. Maybe I get rid of this. Let's check what happens. No, that's wrong. I've broken that. I've broken it. I think the issue is, does sweeping edge work with this? No, it doesn't. Yeah, the issue is the beds are bouncy now. Like, let's check if it can just make me bounce. There we go. I'm not actually pushing any buttons and the bed's bouncing me. This is kind of weird. Okay. Let's check. Maybe there's got to be some way I can get this to work. If not, we'll have a pretty awesome looking... You know what? I reckon let's just do it. Let's just make this... If it is going to be dumb, it's going to be the dumbest looking fire we've ever built. And that'll be so cool. Think about it. Think about it. It's just a dumb fire. Why don't we just make a dumb fire? Let's just do it like that. Okay, that one's at that angle. That one's got to be at this angle. That one's got to be at this angle. At that angle. That angle. That's cool. Okay, dumb fires. We're going to do it. Then I get rid of this one here. Wait for the water to kind of go away. Are they moving to the side a little bit? I can't help but think that these are moving to the side a little bit. Okay, those go away. Then these go away. Okay. I'm going to have to think about this because this is not working anymore. Which is probably because of, obviously, Minecraft 1.12 with beds being bouncy. So I'm going to have to rethink it. Alright, I can't pass up on this opportunity right now. I just went to go sleep and I realized the bed was here, so I jumped in the bed. And look at this. You can, like, have a water stream. I so badly want to see. If I push F5, it still puts me in there. Man, I so badly want to see what this looks like from the outside. Just thought it would be kind of interesting. Alright, so I've actually, while I was in the past few seconds, I've thought about a few ideas for what I want to try on this. And I think I've got a plan. Here's the Grandmaster plan. I'm going to be trying to use some of these daylight sensors. They're not going to work completely because they're not the same height as a bed. I'll show you here. I tested it out just a little bit next to each other just then before. The bed's that height, the daylight sensor's that height, so I hope that these aren't buried too far into the ground, because basically the only reason for this is to make sure that the item frames aren't all the way down, they aren't all the way up. This was perfect. Let's just have a look what a slab looks. Actually, I think I overlooked a slab completely. A slab is probably closer to it. You know what? Let's go for a slab. I've overcomplicated this. I thought a daylight sensor would be a bit closer, but a slab is probably just close enough. And probably find that the bed is ideal in terms of what this will end up looking like. But yeah, we'll do this for now. So that looks all right, the way that is going right now. I think, if I remember correctly, it was 2 of those there, 2 of those there. And then we started putting them in. I've already forgotten what I was doing, and it hasn't even been that long. So 1 there, 1 there, there, there. That's the drill. That's, you know, the drill. Actually, I think I've saved some this time. All right, so that's what it looks like. Then if I know what I've forgotten. I knew I was forgetting something. Look at that. All right, so this is, I'm fairly certain, going to be the thing that works. This time it'll definitely work. So there we go. We need to do 1 there, 1 there, there, and that's all I need. Get rid of it. Over there. Now I'm confused. Perhaps I've got to just get rid of this one. No. Man, I am absolutely confused here. Aha, look at that. Turns out, you know what? Yes, I do not read instructions. That is exactly what I do. And yeah, that turns out it's pretty much the thing that would have happened if I just watched the full video. That's just me being a bit of a derp. So let's get started with actually fixing up what I did here. So that's what I need. I need to do these here. Now I need to remove this block over here. And I need to put in a little bit of lava. Not dark oak wood. Lava over here. And basically what this is going to do is this is going to set these on fire. But because they're also touching the water is going to be continuously putting them out. So look at that. We got that sizzling sound. Listen to that. Nice. That is pretty cool. All right, so I need to get some of these. No, that's not what I want. I want one of those. And I guess I could just throw that away. And I've got the rest of the stuff I need, I guess. I just need some pistons to push some blocks down. So first of all, we're going to be putting in... You know what? I'm feeling like we should probably do a few grass blocks, which I don't actually have on me now. But I think if we can make some path blocks, think about how cool this is going to look. Get the feeling we're going to have a very good looking thing here. So get those out. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Perfect. Just the number we needed, +2. That's exactly what we needed. All right, so stop, please. Wonderful. There, and guess I'll go up another 2 more blocks. I'm pretty happy with this thing. So this also is a big thank you, by the way, to, I'm pretty sure it's Josh the Amazing. I'll have to double check that. But thank you very, very much for your suggestion, man. That was a really, really cool suggestion. And of course, I loved it so much, I'm definitely using it. So that is great. Let me do that. Let me do this. And that. Oh, it's going to go 1 more down. My bad. Let me do that there. That'll work. And can I also do this in it? Oh, that's going to look good. That's what I want. I want that, like, path block thing around like that, sort of what it's looking like right now. So now I'm just going to have to do the same thing that I've just done there on the next 4. So if I can get that right there. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Well, 3 out of 4 is not bad. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to do the same thing again, over and over again. I'm just going to push that one, that one, that one. Do that, that, and that. And then we'll do the same thing over again. And now this should work perfectly. So we do that there. And you. Let's have a look at these. I think the sound could actually get a little bit annoying, to be honest. Let's get rid of this before the grass gets broken. Perfect. This has actually turned out to be pretty good, guys. I'm not going to lie. This has actually turned out to look a lot better than I was expecting. And I actually don't want grass to spread over here, so I'll get rid of those. There, and... yeah, that's alright. That's alright. I'm not against that. I think it looks pretty good. Just a little bit of a fire going on there. Maybe I could do another one of these in here just to make it look a little bit more like someone's been sleeping up here. See? Told you we needed 6. There we go. Just like that, maybe just to make it look inhabited. We'll do a few other things. Maybe, actually, a pot over there would be good. Just a flower pot. And perhaps a few other smaller things could look kind of good. So that's pretty much this area done, I think. Let's have a look from afar before I put in those few small details. One quick flyover. That looks good. That looks really good from over here. Look at that. You can kind of see it when we zoom in, but man, that is looking absolutely awesome. All right. So next thing I'm going to do now, of course, we'll be adding in a few small things. Maybe a little rug, maybe some pots over here. Over here, here. Okay, I don't know where the pots are. I've definitely got some somewhere. But once we got that done, I think that's pretty much this area looking good. And there we go. I think that is all we're actually going to do for this. I think it's looking pretty good the way it is. And actually, let me just... yeah, I think that one will be alright. I was kind of worried about what's going to burn. These may be at risk of... actually, they won't be at risk of burning. Okay, good. Everything's good. As long as I remember not to build trees on top of this. That's a great idea. You know what? That's a fantastic idea. I'm going to have to think about that next time I come around here. But I think this area is looking pretty good right now, guys. I'm glad to have got like this little small outcrop over here. Obviously, there's a few more projects to do in here, and we'll do piece by piece. I've still got to do that whole area there. I've got the main mountain shape built. This one's obviously got a lot more to go over here. But we've got to still add in the textures, the detail, the trees, everything to make these builds look really, really good. But for today, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have at least got something out of it. I've really enjoyed making this. So next episode, we should be going back to our little Hobbiton, and we'll be doing a few changes over there, doing a few fixing up things, and most probably getting a very big move on with it. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.